What's up, everybody? I am Sniggenhoff, and hop on board the Manchu train. Audible groan. We're playing Manchu today. In the last episode, we had been conquering some more territory up here from the Timurids and debating on what idea group and what steps I kind of want to take next. I'm still definitely thinking about taking economic ideas. I think it'd be really very good for us, especially when we need a shot in the arm in our economy. One thing that is a bit unfortunate about it, um, because of our low number of states, P states, we only have all of this in dark green as a state, whereas all of this that we've conquered is not a state. So will all be at a 75 autonomy floor. So we're not making really any money from these provinces out here. So that plus 10% national taxes isn't as good as I would like it to be, because it's only good. The most it's going to affect is back over here, and not so much all the rest of our empire. But I think it still could be pretty good, especially the inflation reduction and the lowered interest to help us get rid of these loans and drop our inflation down some. I mean, inflation is really killing us right now. Paying 15% more for everything, that's really hurting the bottom line. Plus interest is once again killing us, and might be time to bump up the corruption again to try to repay my loans off. Because, I mean, we get rid of this interest, we're not losing money anymore. And we also have the natural tick down coming from the spy espionage ideas that we just took. So I think I am going to go with economic. I think it's going to really help out our country a lot. Plus the development cost will be nice for if we need to develop a idea group into our country, which, I mean, we're at 23% extra costs for technology from the institution. So that could also be a thought. Anyways, I was looking around the world down over here. We can call in Vijayanagar to help us attack Persia in 3 years. So we're definitely going to do that. In the meantime, we could attack Kashmir over here because they're a tributary state of Ming and have no other allies. So we can come attack them over here, and also we have separatists getting ready to fire. So we probably need to bump up our maintenance for that anyway. These will only be 13k and 11k. So we could say send this army over here to Kashmir to take care of them. I doubt they have a very big army. Armies, country. Yeah, they've got 5,000 troops. So we could just smash them really quick and leave this 24k to deal with the rebels that pop up. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Try to get my horde unity back up a little bit higher, and prepare to attack Persia. So let's go ahead and unpause and see where we go from there. How's that sound? Also, I think once Ming is in a golden era right now. I'm not quite sure when it's gonna fall off, but they triggered it like just before the last age ended. So once their golden age falls off, I think I'm going to cancel tributary status with them. Ming has a special disaster they can start taking up if they have a horde on their northern border with greater than 300 development. And we are a horde on their northern border with 587 development. So if they get that disaster starting to tick up, their armies will become much less effective. And then if we were to, say, start a golden age of our own, we may be able to take on the Ming with that. So that is something I am certainly considering. Having said all that, I want you to become... They want military power at the end of the year. And I am going to declare this war at the first of the month. I mean, this is all mountains, so we're going to get some penalties for fighting over here, but I think we should be fine. There's their army. I can't march to their army. Just do it like that. Oh, but their fort requires 9k to siege down. Crisis in Manchu. Local crisis is underway in an area under our control. A number of minor problems have together come to cause calamity, famine, and destruction of property. The population of the area are not followers of the Tengri ways and have implored us to handle the catastrophe according to the new traditions of our state. Our court shamans, however, have quickly taken the position that they must be allowed to remedy the situation. There seems to be no solution that will placate both groups. Eastern Korea can either get +4 unrest and -20 local tax modifier. That doesn't seem great. Or we can get yearly horde unity -0.25 for 10 years. I think we're going to be going to war enough in the next 10 years that the horde unity isn't going to matter too much. So we'll empower the local clergy. I need to send 3 troops over to here to do this siege. And if this 5k tries to come down on my 4k over here, I'll just leave 1 dude here on the siege and go reinforce that. Renewed alone, more inflation, huzzah. Where's Kokand? It is right there. How many troops are rising up here? 13k? Do have a spare general. 16k should be enough to deal with that. Don't want to hire a military advisor. I just simply can't afford it right now. I can't afford the troops I'm using right now, so it's just the burden that we're going to have to bear. 35% on the siege, more loans, they want military points, I'll give it to them. I'm excited for when I decide to stop becoming a tributary, just for the fact that I won't have to pay these guys monarch points every single month anymore. Now wait a second. That was rude. A different group decided to fire before the Kokandi rebels fired. The Timurid separatists. Take care of them really quick. This is mountain province? No, this is grasslands. Sickness of Khan. Huan Ye the First has fallen ill and cannot handle all aspects of ruling Manchu for the time being. How should we handle this? More power to the nobles, lose national tax modifier, or more power to the provinces and we gain monthly autonomy change? I think the autonomy change is going to hurt us the least, to be honest with you. We have so many provinces out here that the autonomy doesn't even really matter in. And the core provinces should be ticking down faster than that change will be going up, I think. That's a tribes ruled province. That's another thing that's hurting us, is all the provinces the tribes rule is really causing some issues. Kazakh separatists and the Kokandi separatists both fired at the same time. You decided not to fire in Kokand, so that's fantastic. Take out these damaged cavalry. Send in some fresh cavalry. And then we'll give a few months for our infantry to replenish before I take these guys on. Ooh, I am slightly... Well, I think it's because of... Yeah, it was because of reinforcements. I was over the force limit. Support from Ming factions. Our war against Lannan has not gone unnoticed in Ming. While the Emperor himself will not lower himself to the level of our petty conflicts, it seems some members of his court lack such qualms. A powerful interest group is interested in our success and have made promises to help us. Of course, nothing comes for free in this world. In return, they expect some favors to further their own political machinations in the Ming court. So So we either gain 20 army tradition. That seems good. Ming gets the event Manchu Metals and Politics, and they get 5 distrust towards me. And we get 5 distrust towards them. And then Lana gets Ming groups support Manchu. Or we can just gain 10 prestige. I don't know what is happening, because I'm not at war with Lana, I don't believe. No. So that's a little weird. How much army tradition am I at right now? I mean, army tradition is good. It affects morale of armies. Yeah, I think I'll take the army tradition in this case. Wait a couple more months before I go in on these rebels. We have won that siege. We're gonna have to fight this army either way, so just group up and let's go get them. Someone else is fighting them. Kangra is fighting them. Stack wipe. Give me it all. And all of your monies. Ooh, solid bit of monies. Chagatai and Delhi will be both super outraged at us, but should be fine. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about has nothing to do with this area of the world that we're dealing in right here, but it does... No, I don't want your alliance. Oh, man. We really need to get this religious unity stuff settled as well. I have so many admin idea groups I really want to take right now. Drop army maintenance literally all the way down. I don't need to be paying for this much corruption decline. Make those 3 in the cores. Why else are we gaining corruption? Embezzler, overextension, unbalanced research, religious unity. Okay. Can I repay like 1 loan? That'd be good. 282. Ugh, it's just gonna give us, I mean, we're gonna end up taking out another one at some point probably, but maybe have this down a little bit further. Oh, you guys go siege that back. That's probably a good idea. Tribes want more land. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start giving them like good stuff. Well, there's a 112 here that we can give them. Yeah, that gets us there. Mothball this fort. I could delete this fort, but like, I mean, at some point I'm going to go to war with Ming, and I'll at least have like 1 fort in between them and my capital. That's only a level 1 fort. I'll probably need to build a better fort in that province as well. And maybe some like, especially in these like mountain provinces along the border, probably some forts would not be the worst thing in the world. So, what else are we trying to do here? Getting close to being able to take Diplotech, which will help out our corruption. At least not so much unbalanced research. 1526. I could try to develop colonialism with my military points right now. I need the Diplo and the admin really bad, but military wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to use. Let me see where it's cheapest to develop. Like I could develop it in Yihi over here. Another option would be to do military development here in Bargizan, so I could get higher Diplo development eventually. Bargizen's probably expensive. Yeah, 71 as opposed to the 51 here. Plus I could put the development cost edict on. Oh, there's a local missionary strength edict. That'd probably be good. Oh, but I have to get the it's one of these. Which one of them is it? Is it a nation-specific one? No. Prestige per development. Institution spread. Ship trade power, merc discipline. Religious wars. Or maybe it's just I can't enact that because it's already got the... Oh, that's no edict. It's this button. I'm just silly. I'm a silly boy. But I could do encourage development. This would triple the maintenance up to 0.6 per month. But it would allow us to develop a lot cheaper here. I think we're going to do that. Start sinking military points into this province. Yeah, it's growing ever so slowly. I'd have to develop one of these two up more. I don't love wasting all my... Well, it's not a waste. I don't love using all my Diplo points like that. But, I mean, it's either... If I want to take this tech, it's either I spend 25% extra on this tech, or I spend the development here, spend the Diplo points here on development in this province, or this is a permanent bonus. The other way, it's like, I mean, kind of like I'm throwing them away, you know? So... That's what I'm going to go with. How many years until Vijayanagar's in a war right now against like the whole of India? That's great. It's not what I wanted at all, as a matter of fact. Improve relations with the Ottomans again. The states want more provinces because I just developed some. 111 here in Korea. A couple 111s here in Korea. New spy techniques. Our espionage system is performing, and our agents have found new ways to spy on people. Sooner or later, our friends and enemies will find out, but for the moment, we have an edge. I like edges. We get spy network construction plus 20% for 10 years. Kind of looks like they are losing this war. What is this war about? Ledger relations, current wars, Orisi conquest of Guada. So Orissa called the war against these four people, and then my ally is taking the brunt of everything for some reason. Probably because, are they fighting against Malwa? Yeah. Do you at least have the war goal? You do. Sure, take my military points. I really don't want to spend the admin though. I'm gonna need, like, if I'm gonna do an admin idea group, I'm gonna need the admin so much. So I'm gonna spend all my Diplo and military trying to get the institution and then figure it out from there. Corruption. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors of political and economic life. Never in history has this been more prominent than in these times of feudal regimes. Try to eradicate the problems, lose one stab. Ignore them, gain 1 corruption. Or allow our Khan to deal with any visible signs of corruption. We gain 5 prestige. Hey, a good event for our Khan having a bad thing. Also, if this guy were to die, I wouldn't be all that broken up over it. I'm just saying. Like, just throwing it out there. Okay, so I will have to do one of those before I can do the military. And now they want more land again. Just with the tribes here, it's going to be a delicate balancing act of giving away all these crappy little provinces while we keep control of the good provinces in the states. But eventually we're going to have to start giving away better ones, so that's unfortunate. I need another loan. I think I have to give away a 221. Oh no, we're at 40. We're at 40. It's fine. It's all good. They want military points. And then, on top of all that, we're going to need money to embrace the institution, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, Vijayanagar's not full occupied anymore. That's nice. We do have the favors with them. If I were to declare war on Persia, would you join me? You would. And Jaunpur would not defend them, so we'd only be fighting with Hormuz, which is just that province right there. So that's not bad. Let me see how many troops they have. Rivals. Persia has 28,000 troops. We've got 36,000 troops. Much higher force limit. How much does Vijayanagar have? 58,000 troops. Yeah, we should be able to win this war rather easily. I may have to ask for military access through Malwa for Vijayanagar to be able to cross, which I'll go ahead and do. And I'm going to bump up army maintenance and get my troops ready on the border. Supply limit here, 18, 18, 17, 21. We do have the Timurid separatists getting ready to fire, but that's going to be in these provinces already, so that's fine. Do something like that. But we will figure all that out on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like it, subscribe to the channel so you know when I post new content, and leave a comment down below. What do you think Europe looks like? All right, we know Poland still exists. They do have the personal union over Lithuania. We know the Ottomans are wrecking shop. We know Venice holds Venice. We know Genoa holds Genoa, and we know Pomerania holds Berlin. So, weirdly, by clicking on some of these provinces, I learn about other ones. What do you think the rest looks like? How do you think things have gone? Is this a Lithuanian province? Livonian. And we know that Livonia owns this one province all the way up here. What do you think the rest looks like? Anyways, it looks like Genoa only owns Genoa, as a matter of fact. Somebody took Albegna from them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.